lifestyle, much healthier because everything's fresh. Some of the people that I've talked to online before about it said, yeah, we have a fresh fish truck guy that comes up every day, and you can buy enough meat for a couple of days if you want for probably less than $5 and a whole bag of vegetables because the vegetable guy comes up like twice a day. And I guess he's got fruit too. Whatever's growing naturally there and whatever they catch locally out of the waters, I suppose. Um, and it's all fresh. And I've been watching some of my friends that go down there and, they had all kinds of problems. I mean, okay, so I'm old. I'm 62. um, yeah, they go down in a couple of months and they're eating right again because, there's not a McDonald's on every corner. Well, some places there probably are, like Kachina, one of the major cities down there. They can get the fast food crap too, but it seems to me that if you're living a healthier life for yourself, you're expanding your longevity. And by that, I mean you eat healthier, everything's healthy for you. A lot of the ticks that you had when you were in the States or Canada go away because nothing's processed like it is up here and in North America. I should say, not just here, but Canada, I suppose, is pretty equivalent to us in the fact that a lot of their food is processed too. I had a guy tell me one time, he said, around the outer edge of the grocery store is where you should shop because that's where your produce is and that's where the stuff is that you have to put together yourself, not the prepackaged frozen crap that has got all these preservatives injected into them and all that crap. So I understand the theory. A friend of mine said she went down there for 3 months and she came back for a little while and saw her old doctor, and the doctor said, you've made marvelous improvements. Your arthritis is almost gone. Your diabetes is down to where you're not having to take medications. What are you doing? And she told him, hey, look, I'm living in Ecuador now and everything I eat is fresh. He goes, well, that does about 99 to 99.5% of the problems that Americans have is because they don't eat the right stuff. When you really, I guess you have a choice. Somebody told me that up in Guatemala, about 70 miles from Belize, there is a Sam's Club across the border in Guatemala, so you can get everything that American or Canadian could get if you wanted to choose to live that way. My idea is to go down with the indigenous population and actually embed myself in their core to see how they live. I've been just about everywhere in the States and a lot of Canada, and yes, I love it here, but to think about the tax structure, every time you try to get ahead here, there's another tax that's a nuisance tax or this tax for that tax. They tax the crap out of you. Sure, you want to do your research when you're going down to South America area to find out the governments that are kind of cool. I found out one, I think it was in Panama. They have a senior citizens thing. It's like a red carpet for the senior citizens. If you're going out to eat, say at a nice restaurant, um, anybody that's under 65 gets out of the way for the elders. So the elders get in first. The movies, same way. It's, head of the line privileges in a lot of places, and it's accepted there as a normal practice, which is kind of cool. I think the southern United States, I don't think has lost it that much yet. A lot of those kids are really respectful to the elders, and that's about it. I don't see a whole lot of it anywhere else in the United States. So, but then again, I've been up here in Washington, and I haven't been out of Washington other than to Florida once the last 10 years. So I went down there to go redfin fishing or redfish fishing, and unfortunately for me, that was nothing but tornado and hurricane warnings, so we didn't get to get out. But I'll make it there one time. So what I'm looking at is establishing myself in another country, and I'm going to keep my base up here by Seattle, so I always have someplace to come back to, because when you go overseas, I don't want to give up my citizenship. Um, that would be like throwing away my Social Security, which they said if I retire when I'm 66 and a half, about 4.5 years, I'll be able to about get $2,380 a month, which is more than enough to live on down there. And then I'll have 20 years in with the state of Washington up here, so I'll get my retirement from here too. So I'll be pretty well off. So as a Success Challenge member, as you can see, I'm probably not in a real big hurry. I've got bills to pay off yet too. I kind of want to do it without any bills tagging me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to declare bankruptcy. Did that one about 15 years ago, and it's been nothing but a headache. So it's a guaranteed fresh start, but then again, you have to have some kind of accountability. And by accountability, I mean you don't just go ahead and throw it away and say, hey, I was, frivolous with my money. I think the American taxpayer should pay for it. And although I do have to say that the credit card companies charge outrageous interest rates here, especially if you have bad credit. The worse credit you have, the more they seem to charge you. And it's like they're almost expecting you to declare bankruptcy again. And I don't want to do that. I'm pretty well off as far as I've got most of my bills paid normally. It's getting a little tight. I just got to slow down on some things. And like I said, I'm getting started with my royalty business. I'm starting to study that in the elite group, which is what I'm part of. And Kawan Mayo, he put together a whole course on anything you could want to know. Not just about royalty, but about credit repair and all that stuff. I'm not really interested in that. I'm just interested in sharing the royalty with business people that want to get more leads to their business. So that all being said, I'm running a lot longer than I normally do here, and it's getting real hot in the car, so I'm going to end up rolling down the windows and there's going to be a lot of noise. But my thoughts are, I don't care where you're from, look around for a more conducive place to do business. And I'm thinking South America, Middle America, Panama. I don't care. Anywhere down south, as long as they have good internet and they got electricity and they got the people, check it out. I mean, like I said, International Living, I've belonged to them for about 10 years, and I go into the forum and I check out what they have to say. And there's a lot of people asking a lot of questions, because there's a lot of us out there that know that you can survive on $1,500 a month, including your health care, and live like a king. Anything else you have is just gravy on the top of it. More movies, more going out, And I'm at the age now where I got to start worrying about getting that stuff together and doing something about it. Anyway, I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.